Well, I have some more quotes about this.
Oh, please.
And this ties into the reboot of NXT that is coming. Everything's going to change. Look forward in the next couple of weeks. It's going to have a whole new look. It's going to have a whole new feel. And we believe, because a lot of the indie wrestlers, if you will, have come through our system and are in our system with SmackDown and Raw now, we don't want to just keep doing the same thing. We want to look elsewhere for great young talent. So what we found, it's part of why we did the tryout yesterday. What we want to make sure is easy for folks who want to be WWE superstars is figuring out how to become WWE superstars. Well, hold on right there.
Wait. Now, hold on. First of all, what I got was we're running a hospital, and so we've had a lot of doctors. We want to try to get away from that. We don't want people that have experience in medicine. We want to bring people into the doctoring game. And then what was his exact quote that you just tried to read?
And I don't think it would be the hospital. It would probably be the medical facility. But the quote from the second part here is about the tryouts in Las Vegas. What we want to make sure is easy for folks who want to be WWE superstars is figuring out how to become WWE superstars. So if you think of the life of an elevated athlete throughout their career, the opportunity to go play somewhere has always been easy. Being able to play somewhere is not. That's what's hard. But if you're an amazing high school football player, college comes after you. You get recruited. You go into their system. And either you make it or you don't make it. Again, all that it takes to get there, very difficult. Again, the transcription here, I'm not reading it exactly how he would say it probably, but the system is not difficult from my point of view. So we want our system to be an easy system where people who want to be superstars, they know how to get to us and we can get to them.
Oh, God.
If you were afraid of the backyard people.
Oh, my God. So he's just inviting people to walk in off the street and, hey, we'll get you in the wrestling business. Oh, my God. That's what, if anything, just the way that these people look at wrestling. I know he's talking about high-level athletes. The problem is there's plenty of high-level athletes. There's not a lot of high-level athletes that understand how to think about the wrestling business until you teach them. And the problem here is that the people that are actively soliciting these people to come in don't know how to fucking teach them because they don't know how to think about the wrestling business. He's casting fucking major motion pictures and sitcoms. If there was, at least the independent wrestling system did weed out people who didn't want to be in the business and didn't want to take the fucking bumps. It just taught a lot of bad habits. But if you caught prospects quickly enough and you had a training program that would break them of bad habits, Ohio Valley Wrestling, then you could produce good wrestlers because they already wanted to do it. But now you'll get a bunch of jack-offs that think because they were hot shots in college football that they can go be fucking multimillionaire wrestlers. And they'll put them right on TV and they'll get the goddamn big head and they'll never have learned a fucking thing about the actual wrestling business because this is the only system they'll have ever been in. And you get a bunch of goddamn eggheads. There you go.
And, you know, the thing, too, is let's just say that they're not telling the complete truth. And maybe there will be some indie wrestlers that pop up over the next few years that they want. If you're an indie wrestler and you have an opportunity to pick where you go, and it's Nick Khan and interviews like this, and Vince or Tony Khan, who comes across like a fan who you're going to enjoy working for, where are you going to go?
Well, and more than that, we already know about the mindset of most guys in the independents these days, so they will naturally go to work for the nice guy that will let them do anything they want and be all, you know, fucking concerned about their needs. Whereas if there was an option that was better for you, nobody went to work for Bill Watts because he would be concerned about their needs, let them do anything they want to do, and be the nicest boss they ever had. And even money-wise. Everybody said, well, even if you're on top for Mid-South Wrestling for Bill Watts, you'll make twice as much money as most anywhere else and half what you ought to make, which was true. But you went to learn because he made superstars, because he made wrestling savants, because he'd learned from them. And he made stars, and he gave you an education. And it was working in a place like that was like working in Florida to get to work with Eddie Graham, or working in Texas to get to work with the fucking Dory Funk Sr. at his time, or whatever. But no, now all the independent wrestlers that think they ought to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway will go to work for Tony Khan, who will let them do whatever the fuck they want to do, because these idiots over here think they're running a goddamn theme park with interchangeable characters that they own the intellectual property to, and they can just train more of them. And so that's not only bad for the WWE, but also continuingly bad for the wrestling business, which it doesn't need any more bad news.